Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, JoJo Hines. We are starting our news show this week with the following stories. Georgia Lash attended the Low Country Happenings meeting. Reporter Kathy Salkowitz was at the Jazz Jam. And later in the program, we have details on the Shalom Club's upcoming event. Sun City News starts now.
This is Sun City News. With our news team bringing you stories from Sun City and the Low Country. Taking the lead with entertainment news. And on deck is our sports report. Sun City News, from people you know, about people you know. This week's SCTV News starts now.
Beaufort County Treasurer Maria Walls educated the Low Country Happenings attendees on property tax billing process. She graciously took the time with SCTV to share helpful insights to ease tax time stress.
Maria, you were so good to come in today to talk to our Sun City residents, interestingly enough, about how to navigate through our property tax bill. Now, there's going to be some people who are going to be watching this. Can you highlight some of those focal points we should always make sure we're checking on that bill?
Absolutely. Definitely the top right-hand corner has all your valuation information. Value drives the bus when it comes to taxes. Higher the value, higher the taxes. It doesn't matter what else is going on. And then definitely on your home, your real property, you're going to want to look at that ratio box. It's in the top left-hand corner section of your bill. If it's your primary residence, you want to make sure it's getting a 4% because that means you're getting the legal residence exemption. It's a huge tax discount for our residents here in South Carolina. And then the next area that I would strongly suggest our residents look at is just below, bottom left-hand box at that top part of the bill. And it says where your tax dollars go. And it does not matter what jurisdiction, so the county, the school, the towns, it lists, it says a millage rate, but we would call it a tax rate. It lists each line item and what entity is charging that tax rate, so you know which part of your dollars is going where.
Now, you mentioned the 4% tax rate, but we also have exemptions for homestead. How does that compare?
So the homestead is a discount for those who are over the age of 65 or legally blind and some other aspects to qualify, but it is a discount off of your value. Remember, value drives the bus in taxes. So it is a discount off the value, whereas the legal residence exemption is a discount off of that ratio that is being multiplied there. Essentially, when you look at your tax bill is kind of like a giant mathematical equation when you look at it.
Yuck. Now, interestingly enough, we do get questions, and there may be property tax disputes. How do you distinguish what your department is doing versus the assessor's office and maybe where they should be going?
Yeah, that's a great question because the majority of questions we get in the treasurer's office are not actually for the treasurer's office. So if you have a question about the value of your home or building and the legal residence exemption, definitely you're going to talk to the assessor's office. If you have a question about the value of your vehicle or any other personal property, which essentially is anything that moves, you're going to contact the auditor's office, as well as for your homestead exemption. So legal residence, the assessor's office, homestead exemption, the auditor's office. Where our team picks up is the issuance of the bill and everything after, so the collections aspect. So if you have questions about receiving your bill or paying your bill or the delinquent process, that would be the treasurer's office.
Now, you spent a lot of time in our presentation today talking about e-billing and going to the My Beaufort County.
Yes.
Let's remind everybody.
Absolutely. The number one issue in Beaufort County during delinquent time is actually not people having difficulty paying. It is a failure of getting their bill, their paper bill delivered during billing time, which is actually right now. We're in the month of November. If you sign up for e-billing on My Beaufort County, you never have to worry about that again. And you're getting a successful e-bill delivery. We're going to send you reminders after that if we don't see that you've paid by the deadline. So it's not just one notification, you're going to get multiple. And then you're going to get an immediate receipt. Save yourself the headache. No one wants to believe that they're going to pay a bill late, but the fact is life is busy and it happens. So mybeaufortcounty.com, you sign up, create an account, register all the properties that you have, and then you don't have to worry about it again.
Thank you for the time that you have given us.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Our reporter, Kathy Salkowitz, attended the popular Jazz Jam and spoke with Ruben Areola, president, about this talented group with some special snippets of this sizzling entertainment.
Ruben, we are here tonight to catch your Jazz Jam. Can you fill us in on a little bit of what the Sun City Jazz Sig does?
Okay. First of all, the Sun City Jazz Sig is part of the Music Guild. We have 7 other groups, okay? What we do is we rehearse every Friday morning either at Pickney Hall, the Edisto Room, or at Riverbend. And we're made up of a bunch of just various different musicians, some who have jazz experience, some not. And we just try and make it work. We have about over 200 selections from the jazz fake books, and we don't have arrangements, and we just do the best that we can with it.
That sounds like so much fun. Are you accepting new members?
Oh, we always accept new members. However, at this time, we are not taking any more singers. We had capacity with the singers, but we're always looking for mainly brass musicians, saxophones or trumpets, and even a violin. We have a violinist who's going to try and play with us.
Wonderful. Are we able to come by anytime and listen when you're rehearsing?
Absolutely. We have open rehearsals, and anyone can, as long as you're quiet, you can come in there and listen to what we're doing.
Thank you so much. We're going to listen to some of this great music tonight. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. You're making all my dreams come true, and come what may, I want you to know I'm yours alone, and I'm in love to stay as we go through these day by day. And you'll be pleading in vain. It had to be you. It doesn't have to be you. But I know I could arrive if I only found somebody new. Could make me be blue. Could make me be true. Because the jazz band is the movement of the jazz band, so to be glad, just to be sad, thinking of you.
Still more to come. Georgia Lash was at the recent Meet the Author event. Kathy Salkowitz has a chorus interview. And we have more on the Woodworkers Artisanal Festival. We will return after a brief break.
Welcome to the December edition of In Our Neighborhoods. It was a busy month for us. We covered so many events. First, there was the Blue Herring Cul-de-sac Party. Then we had the Oakity Woods Wild West Roundup at the Riverbend Lodge. Also, we had Coffee Run with their Harvest Social at the Pavilion.
A full house attended Meet the Author, where Sun City resident and author Brian Thiam shared highlights from his new book, The Mudflats Murder Club.
Brian, not one, but 2 book series that you're now involved with as the author. So introduce us to the second series, Mudflats Murder Club.
Well, the Mudflats Murder Club takes place on Spartina Island. It's a barrier island on the coast of South Carolina that many people would say resembles Hilton Head and some of our other islands down here. The main character on that is a man named Sean Tanner, and Sean Tanner, it wasn't part of Sean Tanner's life plans to investigate homicides. He's retired, and then he moved here to Spartina Island.
So I see, and I think I'm not being inaccurate to say, it's a vast understatement to say that there are several references in your books to our beautiful Sun City. So I wondered, did those references call out to you as you were writing, or did you make them work to be a reference in your books?
I think a little bit of both. You know, when I came up with the premise for this story, when I came down here, I was asked to join the sheriff's cold case team, and it consists of retired detectives and other law enforcement professionals from around the country that examine unsolved murders. And I was sitting in one of the meetings when I needed to come up with a premise for a new book, and I thought, wow, this could be it. Retired homicide detectives down here, and of course, you know, they say writers can either do a lot of research to find out what they want to write, or they can write what they know. And I had the setting right in front of me. Now, of course, I made things up because I didn't want to use the actual place. But yes, I think when readers from Sun City read it, they'll recognize many of the different places that I used in the book.
Well, I've read the book, and I told you I felt like it was a scavenger hunt. I'd get to the island, I'd go, that's Defusky. So I had a great time, and I think a lot of people like that relatability. Now, thankfully, without giving too much of the plot away, there are things that you've written in this book that don't necessarily happen in our everyday Sun City life. We hope not, and maybe keep that a secret for now. But I wondered, was that fun to sort of write the darker side, or was it maybe a little bit, maybe I shouldn't write that, a little intimidating?
Well, you know, that was one of the reasons that I created Spartina Island, and the 55-plus community I called Sea Island Plantation, because over the series of books, there's going to be a lot of murders that take place. And so I didn't want to have a murder set on a certain street in Sun City and have the residents get upset or anything like that.
There are a few seats left for our Sun City Chorus and Orchestra holiday performance December 4th through the 7th. Our reporter Kathy Salkowitz spoke with director Art Hansen and president Diana Jones to get all the details with a preview from their technical rehearsal.
Art, it is often said that the Sun City Chorus and Orchestra is the performance of the holiday season.
Well, the important thing about the music is to tell the story that lies underneath the music, and the importance of those words gives music the shape it has, etc. But interestingly enough, I learned to do that way back in the early 1980s, late 1970s. A lady by the name of Marguerite Meyrowitz, and I worked with her at Juilliard in New York, and she was a marvelous teacher, and she just used to sit us through songs of Ravel and Fauré, and led us to the story before we actually sang the music. So it was a great experience, and I bring that to everybody here today.
And we so appreciate it. And we are doubly fortunate to have not only you, but your talented wife who acts as our assistant director
Yeah.
and accompanies us for every rehearsal. Can you tell me, when you're making the selections for the program, can you walk us a little bit through the process and how that dictates how they're going to seamlessly move from one song to the next?
Choose the material based on the size of the organization. Now, with 70 plus singers at that time and an orchestra of 26 players, it takes a sizable piece to make an impression on the audience. So I look for things that have orchestrations that I don't have to write them and present the feeling of the season that we're in, either spring or fall.
Now, you've mentioned you've got 26, 27 players this time.
26 players, yeah.
Now, are they selected on the instruments they play, or do they keep the same player?
I select them on the instruments which they play. I need 4 of these and 4 of those and 5 flutes and that kind of thing. So I lay out the orchestra, and then I go and I fill in the spots.
Diane, we are fast approaching opening night for Sun City Chorus and Orchestra. Can you tell us how many singers you have? How's it going? You're through the pandemic. How are we doing?
We're doing really well. It's very exciting. The pandemic hit a lot of the performing groups, not just in Sun City, but pretty well worldwide.
Yes.
And so it's taken a little bit of time to regrow. We're at 68 singers for this particular concert. We have other singers who have taken a leave of absence. So we're feeling very healthy. And we have 26 orchestra members as well. So it's a sizable group that we're going to be able to pull together and perform a great concert in December.
Recently, a historically significant piece of furniture was donated to raise money for the workshop. Reporter Ann Parente got the scoop.
Carl, can you tell us about this incredible table?
Well, this table came to us from Sweden. It was built in 1905, and a gentleman brought it here and settled in Jamestown, New York, which actually became the furniture capital of the world. And after this table stayed in Jamestown, it was actually given to the Thomas Edison family. However, they refused it because it was not in good shape. It was kind of beaten up. Well, 2 of our members took it upon themselves. They were able to come into possession of this. I'm not exactly sure how. And they decided to completely refinish it, sand it down, clean it, do the edges, and then pour epoxy over the top and make it what it is today, a real masterpiece.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
120 years old.
So are there other things for the silent auction here that are of this caliber?
Well, everything here is made by hand, made by woodworkers of one shape or another. It could be a newbie, could be somebody that's been here for 20 years, but the artistry that we have, you say, of this caliber, it will be considered this caliber at 100 years. This being 120 years old, our things here are a lot less, but they're so artistic. The work that goes into them is just incredible. I don't know what kind of words to use.
Great, thank you. Well, thank you for telling us about this extraordinary piece.
You're welcome.
Still much more ahead on Sun City News. Randy Selman is standing by with the entertainment news. We give you information about the Shalom Club's upcoming event. And Mike Romano has sports to report, so come on back.
December starts the countdown to Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, and we're wrapping up some stories for you like presents under the tree.
We wanted to bring you all the feels of the holiday, and warming your heart will be our recap of the Sun City Veterans Day ceremony.
And for our extra special, we share another fine contribution from Staying Connected as they find another way to help our residents.
Cable viewers, please check our program listings on the Sun City website. And most conveniently, you can always catch us on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing.
Now, whether you trim a tree, light a menorah, or a kinara, we wish you Merry everything and happy always.
Now let's head over to Randy Selman with the entertainment news of the week.
With Thanksgiving behind us, it's time to delve into December's calendar of events. On Monday, December 15th, join your friends for Wine and Bluegrass. Enjoy sipping on wine while you listen to the bluegrass music of New Ghost Town. Tickets are $18 and are available at Lifestyle Services or online. Doors and cash bar services open at 6 p.m. and the music in Pickney Hall begins at 7 p.m. Nothing says fall quite like a low country boil. On Tuesday, December 16th, Signature Catering by Surge brings fresh and local seafood along with other menu items. The full menu is available at Lifestyle Services. Live music by Ryan Wilson will keep you entertained while enjoying the feast. Cash and bar services are available. However, outside food and beverages are not permitted. Tickets are $45, which includes dinner and can be purchased online or at Lifestyle Services with a limit of 4 per household. Doors at Riverbend open at 5 p.m. for cash bar services, but the real fun begins at 5:30. If you're still hungry, join your Sun City friends for a New Year's Eve 4-course dinner prepared by Executive Chef Andy Bergmeyer of Signature Catering and Events. While listening to the music by DJ Henry, you will enjoy an appetizer consisting of sliced breast of duck, sweet potato tart, mango chutney, and a luscious salad, and an exquisite entree of duo of petite filet mignon and domestic shrimp paired with many delicious sides. Topping off this delectable dinner will be a decadent dessert of hazelnut-crusted creme brulee. Tickets are $120, which includes a champagne toast, favors, and past hors d'oeuvres to start. No outside food or beverage will be permitted. Tickets can be purchased online or at Lifestyle Services. Riverbend's doors and cash bar services open at 5:30. It's no wonder we gain weight around the holiday season. I'm Randy Selman, and that's your entertainment report. Remember, life is entertaining, so don't miss the show.
Shalom Club President Mitch Sachs was in our studio to share details of an upcoming event open to all Sun City residents.
Welcome, Mitch. You're back in our studio today, and this time you're going to give us some information about an upcoming Shalom Club event. Now, looking at this already, there's so many layers to this, so let's start with the film that's going to be shown, and it's the Cuba's Forgotten Jewels. What's the premise of this production?
Well, it's a visually vibrant. This documentary tells a little-known story of the Jewish refugees who escaped the horrors of Nazi-occupied Europe and found safe haven in Cuba. Supporting themselves in a newly created industry that a lot of people didn't know about, polishing diamonds in Havana.
Now, the film being viewed will be enhanced because we'll have the presence and the participation of the co-director and her mother. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Cuba's Forgotten Jewels was born of the tales of Cuba that Marion Creets told her daughter, co-director and co-producer Judy, who will be coming here over the years. So Marion escaped war-torn Europe as a young girl with her family. evading Nazi capture and crossing the Atlantic to tropical paradise. The video is going to be a 46-minute video, and then we're going to have a talk back from Judy. And before Judy starts talking, we will have a short welcome from Judy's mother, Marion, who is 98 years old. And I think it's going to be a great event.
Now, the Shalom Club has graciously invited all Sun City residents to this event, and it's a don't miss event. So let's conclude by giving everybody the details of where and when we can attend.
Yeah, as you just mentioned, this amazing program, Cuba's Forgotten Jewels at Haven in Havana, will be Wednesday, December 17th, 7 p.m., Magnolia Hall. The doors will open at 6:30. It's open seating, and it's free to all Sun City residents, so I would suggest that you come early to get a seat.
I think this was wonderful and so gracious of you to invite all of us. Thank you for bringing this to our attention.
Thank you, George. Appreciate it.
Let's go to Mike Romano with some exciting sports news. Mike?
Hello, sports fans. It was an exciting week of softball as the Sun City Softball Association wrapped up the fall season with its championship playoffs. The champions of this year's playoffs are, for the Women's League, the Bedminster Group; for Tuesday-Thursday League, Howard Hanna Allen Tate Agency; for the Wednesday-Friday League, Stokes Toyota; and for the Saturday League, Sun City Tankless. Congratulations to all who participated in the Sun City playoffs. The Bocce League finished its season with a single elimination tournament. Let's listen to Roy Powers.
I'm with Roy Powers, the president of the Bocce Club, and we are here at the 2025 Bocce Championships. Roy, can you tell me a little bit about the championships?
Well, this is a semi-annual championship that we have for the club. We started off with qualifying rounds on Monday and Tuesday morning and Monday and Tuesday afternoon with 41 teams. We are now down to the final 8 teams that started at 10 o'clock in a single elimination tournament, and the winner will be crowned shortly.
Well, we're looking forward to see who this champion is going to be, and hopefully they'll parade the trophy around the bocce courts like they do in hockey. You know,
we'll have them kiss it too if you want. But anything that's good for television, we'll do it.
It'll work. Well, thank you very much, Roy.
Okay.
And the champions are the team of Mark Gershman and Stuart Tucker from the Aurora Walk neighborhood on the west side. Mark and Stuart beat out the team of Don Mesher and Ricky Stanton of the Riverbend neighborhood. Here we see the finalists with their trophies. We caught up with Mark and Stuart after the trophy presentation to get their thoughts on the championship.
Okay, I'm with Stuart Tucker on my left and Mark Gershman on my right. They have just won the Bocce 2025 championship, and an exciting round where they came from behind at the very first round, and then they started to win and took it away and walked away with the championship. Stuart, how's it feel to be a champion?
It's great for somebody that just started playing bocce in January.
Oh my gosh. And Mark, I know you're new to bocce also, right?
Yep. Never really played it before. We moved from Atlanta after 26 years, never played it, but it's been great. Really enjoy the game. Yeah.
Well, everybody should come out and learn how to play. It's good for everybody.
Well, appreciate you guys talking to us, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you, bud.
Well, that's all for sports. It's now time to get outside and have some fun. For Sun City Sports, I'm Mike Romano.
Well, that's all our news for this week. Thanks for watching. Catch us on cable and on our YouTube station, where we invite you to click like and subscribe. To see expanded coverage of some of our Sun City TV stories, tune in to our monthly show Extra. For questions and comments, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. Check in with us next week for all the news that is in your neighborhood. For Sun City News, I'm Joanne Hines.